This is going to be a quick video, not too much discussion of fingerings, although some will be necessary maybe. So, Shostakovich, and I can see some of the fingerings in there, probably best to stick with those on a short notice. So I'll slowly... No, I don't like that one. Fourth finger here. So let's go over this. First you have, it's actually simple B flat minor, maybe not your favorite key, but it's an octave. Switch to the G string because of the flats. The third finger here, so you have the closest finger, the lowest finger, first finger, and then open string. So from there, it's starting on B and C major at some mode, right? Now back to the flats. This one at least has C, so I guess it's B flat minor again or D flat major again. So I'd go third position here. Then fourth finger is on fourth finger is on B natural. If you cross to the C string, that's A natural, down a half step, A flat. So shift there to fourth finger. Okay, now we're on C. From this point, I just need to point out it is a whole tone scale. Every note is one whole step from the other. So extended fingering with G flat or F sharp, G flat to A flat, then you have to actually stretch back, shift back to half position, but keep the extension and end on open D. So the next note is also whole tone away, but then we're back in a key, probably I'd call it F minor. No, not even that. On these, you should mostly avoid open A's for sure. Open D can be all right, but here I will play one open A, and that's actually fingering is even in the music. So kind of B flat minor, and then you go back to B, but it's a half step up, same thing. Now this will be good actually because the I remember it was you have to do B minor scale, I forget which kind, but this is B minor scale because you go up to A sharp. And when I play this fourth position, they say 1, 2, I would do 2, 3, either one is fine. 2, 3 to 2 is a little bit smaller shift. Also, I wouldn't want to be on second finger and then jump back to second finger, so I'm talking myself out of them, I would say 2, 3 actually, now I've talked myself out of it. What they're wanting here is to see how good your rhythm is. So bum ba 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 bum, and then off. Just minor sixths, up a half step. You could do first finger, you could go half step on second finger. When I play this in orchestra, I stop on 4 because the next thing, that's the position I want to be in. So, oh yeah. Okay, I haven't played this in a while. I would go to first finger on A sharp if you can find it. If you can't find it, go to first position, second finger, no problem. And that's the end of that. So it goes like. Now the next one just going to go straight into it. Oh, so I started at the back. Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique, last movement. Yeah, again, I will play it a little under tempo. The tough thing here is going to be the rhythm, because it's in 6/8 and there are a ton of offbeats, or syncopations, I should say. So keep the threes grouped in each measure. So don't accent that much, but organize it in your head that way. So just go for the simplest fingerings possible, because you want to get this. You probably won't be able to play it up to tempo in a couple of days, but get it, on the faster side. So extend for that F on the C string, so that you can play the F sharp without an additional shift. That's a little clumsier and harder. Open strings there, first position. I go straight to half position. Try not to do the open string there. You could do it there, but going up on the D string would be fine. I think there's a fortissimo that's missing, because then after this it's forte. But I don't remember, I didn't check the music. So next, you want to get the rhythm right, also. And so count the rest carefully, though, it'll be important. Don't accent anything there, but don't change it into just a duple bow stroke. It's not 1 and 2 and 3 and it's 1, Go straight for second finger so you can get ready for that E. Even. From there it's a little bit of chromatic, a little bit of not chromatic. That's probably better. Avoid the open string. You don't need to do it there. Up to third position, fourth finger on B. Now first position. Here I would do open A eventually. And just in case you're not sure, I don't know, we haven't talked about it, but these lines under the eighth notes means it's a double note, so 2/16. Oh, and here's the first syncopation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, and then play it. So fingering here, I would do open, just don't whack it. Fourth finger on A flat, stay there, then shift to half position for E, E flat. So it's kind of a bit of a distorted B flat major scale falling down with some odd notes. And so syncopation again. I feel like we must have penciled in some. I feel like I remember that, but don't play it if it's not there. One other thing, so half position, go to third finger on the C for the, so you're in second position now. Because from the G sharp, go to second finger, so start that measure, G, can I read the measure numbers? 276. With the G on third finger, shift up a half step to second finger. So these last three notes in the measure are 2, 3, 4. Then back a half step to 4 on the A. Let me think about this. Yeah, that's fine. I would recommend avoiding the open A here. Normal fourth position, chromatic, half step up, that's a bigger shift. first finger on the E natural. So simple, just go to fourth position. You're in between second and fourth. Second position, fourth, second again, higher, fourth. On this, practice the measures separately, and you have to plan it a bit because the next measure is piano, so you want to be like in the middle and playing the upper half. Then you want to let the bow travel, so you're at the frog for the next forte. So I can let the bow travel a bit unevenly, and you don't want to use like the same amount of bow on the eighth note really, because then it'll be too loud. You'll hear some of that anyway, but don't overdo it. So quarter note, eighth note. Quarter note gets you out a little past the middle, then a little bit back. Then the piano again will be starting right around the middle, and don't use too much bow. So actually lift, that's what I do. Let me try it up to speed, make sure I... The other big thing, of course, is I'm using, for the quarter note, I'm using about half the bow in forte, fortissimo. For piano, I'm using like, a couple of inches of bow for the quarters. So in slow motion, lift, but really close to the string. So fourth position from 278, starting on middle C in the shift. Whoops. So all in fourth position. You end on second finger, then you're going to have to jump to second finger. There are other ways to do it, but I think that's the best and least confusing. Also with these chromatics, be sure you're playing the right notes, like really check and double check. G flat, like F sharp, okay, not a problem. The last note of the measure is F natural. The next measure is also F, so you repeat that F natural. That measure ends on an E. Then you go up a third to G. Okay, simple, but keep it organized in your head. So G to F sharp, the last note of the measure is F sharp, and repeat F sharp. Then you drop a major sixth. Right? And as much as you can, try to get the dynamics organized. This is like, importance number 3 for this one. So second finger, then piano. Oh yeah, this bowing is, I love this bowing. Because you're supposed to get to the fortissimo up bow, and it's like the loudest you're playing in this passage, so it's, and there's an accent, and you play 2 without accents, so little tricky, do your best, not super important. Let's see, I want to get to fourth finger. Yeah, first finger on B natural, then second finger C sharp. So that's, so fingering. Just plan on trying to get to the middle of the bow for the E flat and really concentrating and focusing the bow. That kind of give a little extra kick here. Both diminuendos are important, but you need to prioritize what you're going to learn in 2 days. And so the second diminuendo is the most important. Try to play like mezzo piano, the ending of the... And then count. Bum, ba 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 bum. And 1, 2, ba dum. Let's see. that's better. Okay, so start this one with an extension for the F sharp, because we're going to shift up a half step to G. That way you don't have to play open A or shift to fourth position. Back to first, shift on the half step 1-1, down bow on the sforzando, backwards bowing. Oh yeah, you don't need to do third position, so go straight from C, first finger, to B, fourth finger, and then first. Yes, from first position straight to fourth. They want you to retake. We're used to that, but this is a weird bowing, so it's just it's a weird piece a little bit. So if you can do a little bit of crescendo on these, that'll be appreciated. So first position. Trying to think if I want to give you a different fingering. Okay, I'll give you two fingerings. I think the one that'll be better for you is first position, third finger, first finger shift to D sharp, whole step. So that E is on second finger. Then you're in third position, you stay there. Then from the B to the C is a half step on fourth finger. Okay, that was not rhythmical. I'll have to do it again for rhythm. Sorry. If I can remember, none of this is written down, so I have to remember what I told you to do. Okay, so that's one option. Second option, stay on the A string, but this time extended. Not this time, but if you choose this other fingering. It's a little harder to do, I think, but 1, 2, 4, 4. So close position, extend, back. And then probably go up to fourth position so you don't play too many open A's. You can get away with this open A, but better to avoid it. And I'm doing some other bowing that I've played about 4 different bowings for this, so it's that A flat is like the previous one. So oh yeah, going up to fourth position actually is slightly better because then you don't have that fast shift. So that's the official second alternative. Back to first, fourth finger. Yeah, I would go to fourth finger on this E because of all the G string stuff coming up. All on the G string. You could go straight to first position. I would personally do it in second, but I don't want you to have to work too hard to. That's my fingering. Your fingering would be one first position, then go straight to second. Try to end brilliantly. It's a with a scale up to E flat, and that E flat's in the fortissimo and like a big ending. And I guess they want you to stop where it's not clear to me. It looks to me like they want you to end on the and not play the next, but it's there, so just in case, it's an E flat scale down. Very fast like that. And they left, there's a final eighth note on the end, so but yeah, you're not expected to know that, obviously. And plan on just ending it on the high E flat, because that's what the music looks like. Good, so this ending a little more in tempo from the theme in 290, fortissimo in G major. whole passage. I'll play a little under tempo because you should not try to play at this speed. This is like a little, on 2 days this would be kind of crazy. But and